Good morning, dear tutoring classmates. I am Elena Sofia Leal Lozada, and this is my video for the step 2. So let's start. Today I'm going to talk about a tool that web to offer apps, which are blogs. Blogs is known as a website that as a personal diary of its author or author's content of interest is often added and they often commented by the readers and in this case the teacher. And blogs has a functional as a pedagogical tool and in this case blogs are chronological organized online writing space that can be constructed individually or collaboratively. Here we have a good example of a personal blog of a very famous YouTuber known as Luisito Comunica. This man is dedicated to travel around the world, where through his videos shows us the culture and specific sites that have a history. For example, the first video showing here talks about a market located in Peru which sells many things that are not original. And here you can see so many travels around the world for Asia, Europe, Mexico, and USA. Characteristics. The main characteristic of a blog is that it is online, where chronological presentation of commentary and information. Blog posts are like diary entries that include a publishing date and meta tags. It has always new entries and regular updates as a key to making a good. Blogs have the same structure, headlines should be attention grabbers, and final characteristic is that organization of the post is through keywords and categories. Usually the day is highlighted, and every blog has a personal touch. Okay, blogs in a classroom. It is commonly used to create a classroom blog and thus have shared space for students and teachers. It is a communication tool that generates motivation and can create moments of debate, mainly using a statement or question designed by the teacher. And teachers are responsible for carrying out the activities that they want through the blog, generating autonomy and motivation. According to the reading that was mentioned in the activity guide, the blog, when used in an educational context, has four pedagogical objectives that are to obtain prior knowledge, to generate interest and motivation, to support students' debates, provide students with feedback from their peers. I would like to present some advantages that I found interesting about a blog. Students learn to find and obtain information, transforming it into knowledge. Interactive students' participation through comments between teacher and learning and student or between students. All can to participate even if they were too shy to speak in class. For example, I am a shy person and this strategy is so good. And the students learn to write briefly and concisely and practice how to express oneself in the online work and break the barriers of time and space in the classroom. In addition, as all the teams have their advantage, in this case blogs also have some disadvantages, which are it's difficult for teachers to create meaningful education activities using individual blogs. The blog alone doesn't promote meaningful learning, needs to many activities. The evaluation of progress requires a lot of time that the teacher doesn't have. Easily fall into patterns, it is easier to copy and pass information. If the blog is not strictly designed, it may not be the right motivation and not invite learners to read. Okay, this part is very important because it shows us which applications or web page or platforms we can create a blog, and in this case, I'm going to talk about 5 pages, in which, in my opinion, are the best knowing and use it. First, here we have Blogger, a site that I think we all know, um, and it is useful to create blogs by default, and we can personalize it according to the option given. Then we have WordPress, which is similar to Blogger and is widely used to create all kinds of websites, including online stores. And this is the most used because it allows you to create websites with your own domain and has more personalized options for each blog. We have a platform that allows you to create more old websites that you want and also includes creation of blogs. And the way to make a blog here is quite easy and doesn't require much time because personalized. Finally, there are these two, Overback and Weebly, but platforms offer the option to creating a blog in an easy, fast, and accessible way for everyone. Now, how can I create my own blog? In this case, I will create it through the Blogger platform because it is the one that I feel most comfortable to use. So the first thing that I do is make sure that my email is open in Google, and you can see that it is open. So I'm going to these 9 points that are Google applications. There I search for Blogger as you can see here and I give click. And that's it. I'm going to my presentation. How I can create my own blog. In this case, I'm going to make a new blog called Sample. And I did it clicking on this arrow. Here you can see. Marca Personal. And this is the new blog. Here at the end, I choose the part that says new blog that appears there and I click. And it will direct me to another tab where I can write. So you can see when I can write the name of the blog, example, and the address, exampleunet.blogspot.com. And don't forget that in this part you can choose if you want something for your blog. And I click here, create my blog. Continuing with the creation of the blog, I would like to show you how I create this blog entitled My Personal Brand or Mi Marca Personal, where my first try of writing was a welcome and I put out my personal touch with the letter that I found most beautiful and suitable for what I want to write, as you can see here. So here, I'm going to display how to make a new intro. Okay, to create a new intro, you must go to the tab that says New Intro and it automatically direct to you a window where a sheet very similar to one we see in a page Word appears, and there we can write that we want. Remember that it is important to write a title here and put it a level on it. This is my level, bienvenida. But you will ask yourself, for what a level? I tell you that it is important because later, if you want to separate your entries in tags, this helps you do it. Low, look how I did it. First, you should go to the permanent link, here you can see, and copy it. Then click on Save or Update here, depending on how is the case. And in my case, I'm going to Update. here. Then you can go to the Design tab. Here you can see the basic way in which a blog is designed. So look for the title that says multi-columns and multi-columns here. And then you can click here in the edit bar. You will see how a new tab will appear, and there you can create the tabs that you want by clicking on the link Add External Link here, and where you will write the name of the tab, for example here, Principal Page, and you can copy the link that was in your first entry. So when you see the design of the blog, you will see how the text that you created for the set appear in direct. As you can see, this is the final result with the principal page. I click it on the link in my blog. And maybe if you want to see how I wrote the entry and I add the image, you can do it here in the entry. But the image it has no difficulty because you can do it you do in a Word file where you can simply copy or here clicking on this small image that refers to the image. You can see you choose your image and then you click on here. Okay, to add your personal touch to this page, you can click on the design link here. And here you will see a new page where your blog shows you go to personalize Spark here. Okay, you have several options to fully personalize your blog. In total, there are 5 options, starting with the theme where you can change the theme here again or leave that you won't already have. In the background, you choose the image that you want and you like it as the background of your blog. Here I choose all of this image. For example, okay. Nature. Example is I can to change my image. So I'm going to choose this for example. And so in part of adjusting with it, it is so that you can see how big you want your blog. However, personally, I like to leave the measures that are already predetermined. Then this design where you can modify that we had previously arranged, where you always start with navigation bar. Here you can see the header is the title of my personal blog, that is my personal brand. The multi-columns that are the tabs that we create after. The main box where they will appear all our entries. So this is a little bar that is located on the right with our personal update, the profile of our email, and some image or phrases if you want. All this is optional and is according to what you want to add it. And at the end is the poster. And in this case, I write my name. Okay, at the end, in the advanced part, it is for you modify on the page the text where you can choose between all these many types of letters that you choose how big you want it look, and there are so many colors for the letters, also many colors for the link. The title of the blog is according to what type of font you want, for example Montserrat or Mountains of Christmas, that I really like in this type of font. You can choose between its colors and size. Here you can write a subtitle because it is something secondary, and in this case, I like to write the name of the university, protocolo, Universidad Nacional Abierta de Distancia, UNAT, and so on. There are many options. You can mainly modify the letter, the colors of each letter, and you want them to look. You can see title, get guess. Finally, to save everything you modify, you must click on the top right where it says Apply to the blog. Here, and so the changes that you made to the blog will be saved. Okay, here we have. This is the final result. Don't forget that this blog was created for a university assignment where I had to talk about who I was, my achievements that I want to have in the future, example, my personal brand that identifies me as a teacher. You can see Sofia Leral, English teacher. Work hard in silence and let your success make the noise. I really like this phrase. My social networks that you can see, social networks, and some content original that I found interesting and served as a motivation to think about my future. More about me. Okay, to finish, remember that to make a blog in class is very simple and it will be surely useful to teach your students in a didactic way. I hope you like this tutorial. Here I try to explain in a very short and simple way how to create a blog and give your personal touch. So I wish you all have a good day. Keep watching my videos and see you in another opportunity. Bye bye.